So I want to see them stepping up and being able to do good. Again, it's Anti-Mage plus Vengeful Spirit, not the strongest lane in the universe. You're going to be playing against Enchantress and Magnus most likely. We've seen that Ghost really feels comfortable playing this Magnus. Going for the pretty much same item build every single time. Double raid band. He starts to put some pressure on the enemy carry, but now he's not going to have enough mana to do so. So that's a bit of a plus for Winterbeard, that he's not going to be able to do what he wants to do.
Yeah, the laning stage I think was the big problem when it comes to like their rotations around the map and the macro later in the game. I think Winterbear have a really good idea in their game plan. Like they move together, they for objectives all the time. That's something I really like. But of course, the laning stage tends to be where individual skill is a bit more dominant, and we'll see if they'll be able to get it done. Obviously, Mikey is a really good mid laner, but that safe lane has been struggling today earlier. And in this exact same lane as well, the Visage plus Tiny did struggle earlier today as well. Granted, it wasn't against an Arc Warden, but Treant Protector is pretty nasty to handle for Tiny. He doesn't really have... Tiny is slow, everything about Tiny is slow, and Treant can just keep badgering him with his insane attack damage.
We might see a battle here. 5 heroes from Nigma Galaxy. The only one who's missing is Mikey.
Kachal. They are going all the way around. GZ is a bit too far underneath the tower. Reality spotted out. He's going to be forced to level Blink. Gets hit by the SA. They might actually still kill him off. Regardless, underneath the tower, Miracle gets first blood. What a very strange position to take a fight. And there's going to be a kill as a counter. Samil being slowed down. This is the power of a Visage coming in.
Samil's dead.
He's got another Soul Assumption, and they find 2 kills for the price of 1.
I mean, this is okay. If you're a Miracle, you're like, okay, I got the first blood, I'm fine with that. You want to focus on your own lane. But, yeah, the thing is that Kachal used all of his mana. Soul Assumption, very costly in terms of mana, 110, and he used 3 of those, so no mana whatsoever. Let's see what he's bringing. Some Quelling Blade for CSing to cut down the trees as well, and a little bit of extra mana.
Yeah, also Anti-Mage is forced to level Blink level 1, which he really doesn't want because he wants to get that early harass in to drain the mana away from his opponents. So that's a little bit sad for him, but all things considered, could have been a worse start. Definitely a bit more of a recovery going on. Mikey towards mid, up against Mill. Yeah, Lena's attack range is, I mean, slightly less than Techie's, but that does kind of tells you everything.
Yeah, he's not gonna have that good of a time in the mid lane. This new tech build on Lina, where you're maxing out Fiery Soul, like you have 0, 1, 2 build, and you just keep applying Light Strike Array onto creeps, keeping the max Fiery Soul stacks, and just keep right-clicking him down.
Yeah, it's not fun. Huskar hates physical damage. He's all about that magic damage with his nice little Berserker's Blood. And Samil will most likely go for the not that build. At least for the time being. It wouldn't surprise me if he just goes full right-click this game. Magic damage builds also a little bit scary against Anti-Mage. Kuro actually dropping low to Stoic. And he walks a bit too close to the Vengeful Spirit.
A good kill. Ghost keeping the distance. Thinking what he wants to get on level 2, whether he needs Empower or whether that needs to be Skewer, because his mana will start to get burned now that Anti-Mage got level 2 and has that mana break. And speaking of Lina's items, yeah, I think you don't want to go any magical route, increasing your mana pool or anything. Gleipnir, Maelstrom, this type of a build just feels way too good at the moment. Might be even though it's like not the greatest item right now, I know you don't like it, but Silver Edge against these heroes, to be able to break them, Visage, Huskar, Anti-Mage, you might be able to pick it up later down the line.
Yeah, MENA is definitely one of the more flexible heroes in that regard. Miracle. Toss back possibility. No, he actually is not level 3 yet on GZ. The right click to there. Miracle is going to die. Kachal in response should fall to RMN, but they kill Miracle first. And RMN actually needs to kind of make sure not too many creeps die in the meantime. Otherwise,
Not a bad trade.
Missing gold.
For Winterbear.
Oh,
He's
RMN
going in.
almost dead. GZ actually went for 2 points in Avalanche. And it's about to die when the Miracle TP coming through. GZ. Kachal tried to soak up that last little Spark Wraith.
That's way too greedy. You're trying to play like very aggressive onto Turn Protector. Your attack speed is non-existent on Tiny, so that means you're gonna be getting one hit during that Avalanche. He has extra armor, extra regeneration under tower, but okay, he tried something. To go back to your point about 2 points in Avalanche, I've seen that because it's not like mana dependent if you go 1-1-1. Same goes for Tusk. You want to have all your abilities, but sometimes you want to put just the second point in your Avalanche or second point in tag team.
Yeah, I was thinking he just would go for it because the previous fight onto Miracle, having the toss back onto the Visage might have been the kill secure. But yeah, it makes sense. The hero is pretty poor in terms of his mana capabilities. You always have to buy items to try and circumvent that, which is not fun. Mike is actually doing a pretty good job in mid, but bottom lane, will they get the kill onto Ghost? This would be huge because Reality is struggling in that lane. They do manage to get the kill, and Ghost drops. Look at the last hits of Ghost compared to Reality, though. That is a painful one for the anti-mage.
Trading some kills for CS. I think Nigma Galaxy is fine with that. Anti-mage will be going for power treads into Cornucopia. Kind of hard to just straight go for Cornucopia, but it requires that instead of Ring of Health. I've also seen anti-mages picking up a casual Ring of Health. They know that they can farm it, just to have that extra HP regen, and they will turn that later into Abyssal Blade.
Mikey going for the easy armlet pickup. Obviously, Roshan capabilities open up quickly once you get that item secured. And we, obviously, as well, the outplay potential of the armlet is pretty big. Centaur Stomp coming on in that bottom lane. Ghost does so much damage with very little effort. Reality being chased down by that Centaur Conqueror the entire time. Now Stoic is dropping low. There is a stomp possibility. Skewer comes underneath, and Ghost will be able to get the kill. TP in from Mikey, and he's going to turn his attention onto this Magnus, who thought that he was invincible. Walks away, trying to give away that kill to Reality, but the tower scoops it up instead.
A good rotation from Mikey, even though he doesn't have a point in life break. He still managed to get the kill there. Kuro's level 3. Mikey will run him down with Boots of Speed and just straight up kill him. Meanwhile, in the top lane, oh, it was actually mid. It's a male getting a kill with the help of RMN. And will secure himself a rune. So that's going to be Arcane Rune for him.
Stoic is now laning mid while Mikey is jungling. Considering Mikey is playing close to bottom, you do always have to be a bit careful. He showed pretty aggressive movements for a mid lane Huskar in the early game.
Too afraid to go mid to get bursted by Lina. So right now what he's waiting for is Armlet, and then he can try to go and maybe go back to mid lane. GG.
GG in trouble. Spark Wraith spam. In comes Stoic. Stoic is level 5, by the way. Has a lot of last hits. And is looking to find a kill there, but unfortunately will not be able to reach him. Doesn't have boots just yet. But yeah, this Vengeful Spirit's got a bit of the farm that his team was missing. Speaking of which, Reality bottom lane left completely alone, has nothing he can do.
Stoic has almost the same amount of farm as his safe laner. So that's a bit of a bummer for them. They will need to work on that. Anti-Mage, not a hero that can also easily come back into the game, can't clear the stack, so they will need to relieve some pressure.
Now it's Nigma Galaxy that's struggling with lag issues. Previously it was Winterbear the entire time that had some problems.
It's always one team. It's swapping 50-50.
50-50. Ah, I missed the 50-50. It was always entertaining games at the very least.
Yeah, maybe he makes a comeback. There's a lot of players from China who made comeback. You know, some European players as well. We might see Eternal Envy as well make a comeback.
I think he's just going to be chilling for now. I mean, obviously, if there's an opportunity, if they're like, oh, let's recreate Cloud9 for the 17th time, he's going to be, oh, yeah, I'll captain it. I'll be there. But don't think Cloud9's coming back. I actually, the rumors were always saying that, like, Mouse was going to join Dota, but...
Yeah. No, Mouse only joins before TI.
Yeah. They're like, oh,
And
that
then
team's
they don't
going
do
to
well.
TI?
This band shut it down.
Yeah, that's a classic one. Mouse does have a pretty good CS2 team, though. I like the fact that Heroic has ventured into Dota, and obviously Falcons now as well. More orgs joining.
Yes. Absolutely. They're always welcome to come. We are very welcoming as a community.
Bring
Same
back
goes
Optic.
for the new players. Ooh, Optic. It's been a couple of years.
Mikey dropping low. Actually, probably bring back Complexity. That was my favorite roster. The double brother lineup.
Oh,
Miracle, top
Miracle
lane.
in trouble.
Yep, there's the toss back. Avalanche. There's not anything he can do without any support. Miracle will drop dead, and they do find a big kill. Scared. Mikey, while jungling, has been able to just evenly keep up in farm with Shamil. Like, that's very impressive.
It really is. He's also stacking for himself. Vengeful Spirit did also make some of the stacks, but he is level 8, higher level than Sumail at the moment.
Stoic is going to spawn bottom side. Stoic in a bit of trouble. Avalanche might keep him alive. And Arman's actually going in for the chase with Mikey walking that direction. Gotta care a bit. Sumail TPs through. Has bots already. And now a haste rune bottled up as well.
Anti-Mage did lose his tower in the bottom lane. Reality. This really hurts. 3 points in Empower. Ghost wanted to fake pump it. He's not gonna have any mana anyway. Maybe he could have used it.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad that the tower dies in the bottom for Anti-Mage. I think it's favorable because the tower was really far. Like, the tier 2 tower is a lot safer than the tier 1 tower. And right now, it's closer to creeps as well. I actually think that this is for the better for his farming frenzy. The tier 1 tower,
For
no
sure.
one's going to get there.
Yeah, getting extra regen, extra armor, farming underneath this tier 2 tower. And also, they need to be missing for a long time. Oh,
Jeezy going in for Jeezy. There's the toss up. Arman dropping low, taken down. Ghost trying to get the RP. Doesn't actually have the mana for RP. Mikey is in trouble. Will die. Couldn't get the armlet toggle going. And the rest of them are going to try and disengage. Those little birdies might be left behind, or nope, they will be able to fly back to safety. So a 1-for-1 trade. Unfortunately, they did lose Mikey in the process.
yeah, Dragon Slave damage over time. This has been newest addition to the spell. It's been here for like 6 months or so, but yeah, so you can't toggle. It actually procced, and look at the item that he's going for. Mage Slayer. Oh, I'm liking it.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one against Arc Warden, who is primarily just a bunch of magic damage at this point from his spells. Even the Lina, it is max level Dragon Slave Lina, but he is looking to still go for a right-click build.
Yeah, for now he wants to have most magic damage output. It's also good for farming. I mean, so is Fiery Soul, but yeah, eventually he's gonna turn that into Gleipnir, and then Lina becomes just a mean machine. It's a great setup for your LSA.
Topside, Miracle behind the tower, has his Hanamitis already done. Going for his own, probably Gleipnir later down the line, so you can have so many annoying routes to deal with. With the Visage Flads going into the drums being done, there's going to be a TP in. This time there should be enough mana on Ghost. Skewering forward. RP onto 2. Gets the connection as well, and that should be an easy double coming in for Nigma Galaxy.
Nicely done by Ghost. He wouldn't be able to get RP on both of them. That pulls one with Shockwave just close enough so that it lands on both of them. And they're very quick with responding. Anti-Mage still far, far away from his Battle Fury. Sumail and TP's bottom once they start to put some pressure onto AM. That's
is going to get jumped by Mikey. And the Familiar is chasing in after Kuro, so he can't TP out. Gets swapped back towards Mikey. Oh, there's at least I'll get a Lotus for my troubles. Will be taken down. It's actually kind of nice to see. They got that double kill top on the side of Nigma. And then Mikey and Stoic smoke up and immediately through the jungle walk towards top, where the entire enemy team is lurking, knowing that they'll probably just take the gateway and disengage as fast as they can.
Yeah, you don't expect some of these moves where you just lost 2 guys and you don't expect enemy team to come in and try to play aggressively. GZ. There is a double damage available. Might give it to Mikey. By double damage, I mean amplify damage. So now it provides 15% spell amp.
Based, it's. I know there was that change. It just says if you hover over it, the tooltip is just based.
Yeah, I know.
It's annoying.
Oh. It's 15% spell damage increased as well. And Mikey, he was thinking about getting Mage Slayer instantly, but decides to pick up Sanj, and there's going to be another smoke. Stoic and Mikey lurking for something. Can they catch Sumail? Swap into it.
Wow. I mean, he's got no stats on any of his items. Mikey leaping forward. You ain't gonna hold him down. The Husker can just leap into victory and get themselves a second kill. Tier 1 tower top is gonna be the target. Ghost is on the run. Has already used his skewer.
Burns are coming.
The Familiars hold him down. There's gonna be another stun as well. The toss up put Mikey right on top of Ghost and make that a dominating streak for the Huskar. Even if you put him in an unfavorable position, he looks amazing. Look at that net width difference between him and Sumail.
Yeah, he's taken over. The most farm hero in the game at the moment. Swapping things up. Now thinking about getting the Blink Dagger. Paul just like jumping onto target. He can jump into bubble after Arc Warden. And this also gives Anti-Mage a little bit of breathing room. Getting closer to that Battle Fury. It's still gonna be like 15-minute Battle Fury considering how everything went. I think it's an okay one. Because they're gonna outscale it. Sure, Arc Warden is really, really strong late game hero. We've seen what Enchanters can do as well, but if they're playing this correctly, Huskar, like he's gonna hit his timing pretty soon. And they did stack Triangle one more time. I'm wondering how many stacks they made so far in this game.
That's kind of the strength of this team. They're constantly enforcing some extra farm on towards their cores. They've done it every single game we've seen. Obviously, at that point, enemies should probably ward the area and play around the enemy's triangle because this is really a money-making pit.
I think what Winter Bears wants to do is go top as soon as Roshan goes to the top lane, put the Visage there, set up some vision, and go with Huskar and immediately take it. You want to be killing Roshan on Dire's side because it's better. It gives cheese, it also gives Aghanim Scepter on third one.
Yeah, they're all around the Radiant one's kind of bad. I mean, Refresh Shard is great and very specific. You've got absolutely massive Faces Void Chrono situations, but almost always you want Ags.
6,000 gold or like 1 usage of Refresher.
Yeah, I mean, ultra late game, everyone has Ags and give me the Refresher, but besides that, nope. Free Ags is always great. Arman gets the Overgrowth off. Stoic went for the swap play. Now is in trouble. Tries to stay alive, but will get blown up. The swap, I understand you want to get the quick kill. The problem is, you should also tell the rest of your team.
Yeah, it seems like they were not on the same page, and there's that move that I mentioned. 1540, immediately going for it. Let's see if Armen has a good read on it. Seems like he does. Will go through the trees, try to place down Observer Ward. Roshan is dropping low.
It's always a little bit scary. He doesn't have overgrowth, but the big one is if Ghost is going to come in. He doesn't have... I think he might have his Blink Dagger. Yeah, Blink Dagger is being delivered to Ghost, but Roach is already dropping low. Arman is going to get tossed up, quickly blown up. They still take Roach Skewer in from Ghost. The Aegis got already secured though. And now Ghost is in trouble with the RP being used. Aegis will get popped. They're going to look for kills, and they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Good avalanche.
Yeah, this is a huge catch, and they're looking for even more. In comes the chase from Reality onto Miracle. Magic damage isn't the greatest against an anti-mage, so Miracle is in trouble here. LSA try and keep them alive, but Miracle blown to smithereens. Mikey charging forward. Can he get in range? No, Life Break without the Ags doesn't have the cast range needed to be able to leap onto Samil, but this is Winter Bear on a wear and tear.
Pretty much. They woke up from their sleep after the laning stage. Nigma Galaxy, they had, what, like 3-4k gold lead? Now it's 3k gold lead for Winterbear. And Mikey, he's still going back for that Mage Slayer. It seems Anti-Mage finally online, has that Battle Fury completed, even though they lost Aegis immediately. They got some really big kills out of it.
Toss back. He tries to get the counter ward going. That's going to cost Arman dearly. In response, Jeezy might be in trouble. He's actually going to go for the TP out and gets the TP to safety. Mikey jumping up on the high ground, jumps in onto Kuro, takes the kill. Actually, it's Kachal that quickly steals it away from his mid laner. But okay, we'll let that one slide. He's also done his best.
Kachal has been very active on his Visage. I would say completely opposite of Silent as the Grave, because he's involved in 12 out of 19 kills, going for AC next, sitting at 3,000 gold. So that's gonna be up in the next few minutes, and then you'll have Vlad's, AC, Drums, Vengeful Spirit, Aura.
Dire's top tower
Stoik is also going on the Vengeful Spirit for Ags. He is getting pretty close for a position 5 Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, this is also before he found a neutral item. Maybe if he finds Philosopher's Stone, maybe he's gonna be blessed with it. Mikey again farming some stacks in a triangle. Jeezy's in.
Yep, and they were all smoked behind Mill, so this was a little bit of a bait. And also again, he saw an opportunity, went for it. The rest of his team didn't see the same opportunity, and they were like, oh, yeah, okay, stuff happened. If they were ready, that might have gone really well for them, actually. But Mikey, he's going for the Manta, for the SNY, and then afterwards for the Boots of Travel to be everywhere and chase after Miracle all over the map. Who's actually going for Mjolnir instead of Gleipnir, interestingly enough.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gleipnir would be good to keep them in place, but maybe he wants more right-click damage. This is not gonna be... It makes him more tanky with the booster, but double Mjolnir is also very scary to play into. It's gonna be a lot of procs, Visage Birds. They do have a lot of attack speed, so maybe that's the reason. Huskar as well. Reality will die to Ghost.
Oh, he got RP topside. That's a bit of an unfortunate moment for the anti-mage. Netwith-wise, they're still keeping even. Mikey is being chased by Miracle, who, of course, with that double Hanamitis and now the Mjolnir done, has really good farming speed. And late game Huskar is where it does fall off, so Mikey definitely does have to be a bit careful this game.
Yeah, you have, like super late game, if you have Ags level 25, pure damage on your spears, etc., Satanic and all that stuff, like he can scale, but he can also get kited. I see SNY as his next item.
Yeah, I was also very curious about that.
My question is why? It can be just Halbert, we're playing into 2 right-click cores, or men, will be found and quickly taken down.
Reality topside, they're getting a bit closer. There's no RP, so he should be just fine. Unless some really weird stuff happens. And yeah, he'll just jump back. Mikey actually TPs through to maybe help out his teammate. While they're all walking different directions. Yeezy is looking for that experience rune steal.
Dire are scanning.
Might be able to grab it. Might be able to die with it. Throws out the avalanche. Goes for the TP. Nope. Sees it's only Miracle. Bye-bye. Yeah, Mjolnir ain't gonna do diddly squat against the TPs.
AC is finished on Kachal. Needs 50 gold.
And probably should get the shard soon. And not hope that it goes on the tiny. Please just get it so it goes on Venture Spirit.
It's not gonna happen. Tiny, I don't know, something about this hero. He always gets it.
He just soaks up all the luck in that situation. Or luck. At least, you know, it's good for your tower hitting capabilities in the team. He does do a lot of right-click damage at this stage, so. Because it's just a tiny. That's literally it. It's just a tiny. That's why he does so much damage.
Seems like they're ready to go with this AC finished. Mikey has bots, has Sanj, Mage Slayer, so even more magic resistance, and we're reducing their spell damage, so that's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah, against both the Arc Warden and the Lina, really do not like any of that damage being reduced. Obviously, Lina's trying to turn into right click, and so is the Arc Warden, but they are nowhere near that spot just yet.
Look out for fallen rocks! Haste!
Are they looking to just wait for the next Roshan, you think, on the side of Winterbear?
Probably. I would
bottom
still
tower
give
is
this
under
Aegis to Huskar, because he's going to be playing on low HP. Anti-Mage, next item seems to be Scotty. You are playing against some good heals and 2 range cores. That's going to make you super tanky.
Skewer,
Oh.
nice avalanche from Jeezy, but the RP on to 2 comes out. They blow up Kachal. Jeezy's going to be the next one down. 2 kills, and should probably turn their attention towards the tier 1 tower in mid. Mikey is nearby.
Structures are
Ghost with
fortified.
some nice RPs.
Dire
Does
are
have
scanning.
Harpoon available as well, so I feel Winterbear, they need to move together.
Yeah, they're losing a bit of grip on this game. They've been the one getting initiated on the last couple of minutes. And losing.
Radiant's
It's
top
not like
tower
they
is
lost
under
much,
attack.
but they keep losing a player here and there. And now 2 tier 1 towers taken care of.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You got to be careful of the next nighttime, because that's when Roshan will most certainly be up. It could still come up in daytime, of course, depending on how fast Roche respawns.
We saw some really fast Roche respawns today. Miracle TP's bottom, has bots available, so does Lina, so they
Dire's
can
middle tower is
outnumber
under attack.
opponents relatively easy. They can split the map. You did mention potential like split push coming out from Arc Warden. Anti-Mage. He still doesn't feel too comfortable blinking into a fight.
Yeah, no, he's got very little HP. It's pretty tanky because of, well, actually, his account spell's only level
Stats.
1. Wait, he's maxing
60
stats.
stats.
Really? I would have expected at least get count spell up.
Yeah, Counterspell is pretty damn good this game. We're playing against Arc Warden, Lina, these Maelstrom, Mjolnir procs. It was Burning who invented this 1-1-1-1 AM build, and then all into stats pretty much. Then you put more points in Blink so you can farm faster. But yeah, I think this is a good game to put more points into Counterspell.
No, they are getting ready for the next Roshan. And we'll have to wait for a while, because I don't think Nigma Galaxy knows exactly where they're headed. Trying to invade the enemy jungle, get some wards down. They are aggressively both looking for a possible engagement, but only in the positions that they want to fight. Top lane being pushed in for the tier 2 tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nigma's only farming the jungles and not putting any
Dire's
pressure on the
structures
map.
are fortified.
They will go down and take this tower. Lina has Empower with Fiery Soul. Should be enough to bring it down relatively quickly. And they're also now pushing mid tower. They do have Catapult plus Alpha Bolt.
Oh yeah, the damage is coming through, and it does drop quickly. Tier 2 tower mid drops. And they want to go high ground, which actually is a problem here, because Roche just respawned. Mikey can take Roche alone, but actually he does need someone to guard him.
Guys, hello. You need to defend. Your tier 3 tower is almost gone. It's dead.
And tossed back by GZ. There's going to be the skewer out of the enemy's base. GZ will be dropping low. Does try and heal himself a little bit, but will be taken down in the meantime. Mikey is still solo taking Roshan. And they might actually lose the melee racks because of it.
I don't know if this is a good trade. This opens up the map for your Arc Warden. This is a bit of an inexperience. Oh my god, he needs to run back.
Oof. That's a big oof.
I suppose he tried to TP, but something happened. Maybe he got bashed by Roche. Because his TP was on cooldown, and he was already in the top part of the map, so...
Maybe he tried to TP earlier, and they made a call that he should just finish off Roche. Because if they all TP back to base, then Nigma would probably walk into the Roche pit and get the Aegis themselves. But this does open everything. Like, they lost their, what, 5 towers in no time? Our men will be swapped in to get killed. There is an Ags on the Vengeful Spirit, so honestly, this is probably as good as a time as any to take a fight if you're Winter Bear.
Yeah, I want to see them take a fight. The thing is, Nigma, they want to go for pick-off, scout things out, go with Magnus Harpoon, try to pick off one guy. Reality, can they take him once?
Luna Blade eats the cheese that he had, nicely saved, and will be able to get the jump away. GZ not so lucky, will be left behind, and Reality has to disengage. His Tiny sacrifices his life for him. They're going to turn their attention on towards the Tormentor, and it will be the Tiny, of course.
Of course it will. Tiny, with some 3-throw, can start scaling with his insane attack speed. But Ghost has been on the money. His RPs just to get the solo pick-off. Now force them to eat the cheese. Mikey. Oof. Nice play. Pushes him out with Inner Fire.
Mikey ain't gonna fall for that one. He was at the ready. But they are gonna go for the back line. Sunil does get stunned up, so he might lose his first life. There's the swap. Jump in from Mikey. Looking for a target. Mana Void on Sunil, but he popped the BKB just in time. Stoic knows he's gonna die, wants to die. Kill me, please. There we go. He has another swap. He has another stun at the ready. Doesn't have the shard just yet, but Miracle walks away with the Shadow Blade. Kuro is gonna be the one targeted down. The only one left standing are both the Magnus of Ghost, who got all the way back to base, and the Shadow Blade of Arc Warden, who managed to disengage, but they do kill off Samil, and he didn't really lose anything of value there.
If there's no RP, I don't think Nigma Galaxy should fight. Go for the pick-off, sure, but full 5-on-5 engagement while Huskar is holding the Aegis. That's a bit of a risky situation. Anti-Mage also swapped his item build, decided to pick up BKB instead of that Scotty, which makes him tanky, as he does have another way of dispelling things.
Vengeful Spirit swapped the Arc Warden illusion out, and then the Tiny blinked in to get the toss back, so they were all both standing underneath the tower, just like next to each other, and the Arc Warden was on the opposite end.
Great minds think alike. You know, they want to go in, go for the same target. It's just sometimes the execution. The Dota has so many funny moments. I think everybody who plays a lot of Dota, it does happen so often that you just worst possible timing, and it happens.
I play Winter Wyvern a lot. It happens all the time for me. Every single time. I'm like, I throw a great 4-man curse, and then the enemy throws, my teammate throws a chrono on it, and I'm like, cool, great, thanks. It also
He-
happens vice versa. Ghost still has the RP at the ready. He does manage to get a 2-man catch. Jumping from reality, going for Samil. Does actually cancel his chase. Samil does eventually die. Stoic will drop. There's the illusion coming back. And Mikey, that's the big one, is back alive. Miracle swap back. Mana voided down. Araman on the run on one end, and on the other, Kuro will drop. Will they get the catch? Will they clear him out? Araman goes for the TP out. The stun will come through, and it is the finisher. A full team wipe. It is
This is
beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful execution from
Dire's
Winterbear.
bottom tower
This
is under
Huskar
attack.
is so tanky. Look at his damage in the previous fight, 6,000. And check the damage from the other members of Nigma
Dire's
Galaxy.
bottom
It was
tower
Arc
is
Warden
fallen.
with him and Clone. Rest of the team unable to attack. Aghanim Scepter on Huskar, he focuses you down, you're gonna die. And he's also holding on to Defiant Shell, so there's gonna be like...
Dire's middle
kind of
tower
forces you
is
to
under
attack
attack.
him, then he attacks you immediately afterwards. Nigma Galaxy puts down 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dire's middle
Observe,
tower
one
has
just
fallen.
expired, but some really good wards around this area. They fought underneath the vision, but still lost. So next fight is gonna be even harder. Anti-Mage will have Butterfly available for the next one.
Samil has so far not really made anything happen with that last pick. Lina is bottom of the cores. Honestly, when the fight starts, half a second later, he's at almost no HP. They constantly keep focusing. They swap him in. Stoic catches him time after time. They've got the gem now as well onto Pichel, so the Arc Warden double and the main Arc Warden can't run away from this Visage, who's also got the Aghanim Scepter, so now you even have to be careful of him just lurking about and blowing up the
Dire's
supports.
bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, this is what I call envisage, because you know, once he picks up that Aghanim Scepter and yeah, holding the gem, that's pretty big. He's also super difficult to kill. He pumps out insane amount of damage. They need some like Lincoln Spheres or something, because they don't have any kind of saves. Huskar gets on top of you, forces you to attack him. You're gonna die.
And you're also getting to the point where the anti-mage, like now he's got full level counter spell. He's getting really big. He doesn't have all the attributes spent yet, so that's a little bit disappointing. But he is absolutely massive on this anti-mage. Top net worth. Walks onto Kuro. Realize it a little bit late. Pops the BKB. They
Got a
should have the
BKB up.
damage at all. The RP is going to already be on cooldown. Ghost is going to get blown up. Looking for more Miracle. That's the real Miracle. That was the real Miracle. In a second, he is gone. Stoic immediately. Money on the prize. That is some nil right there. Can they get the catch? It's an anti-mage. Of course he can get the catch. There's no Gleipnir. There's nothing. Samil has to go for the TP out. No Basher, luckily enough. But it will be another team fight victory coming in for Winterbear. They just, every single fight they take, they're winning. They're just stronger at this point.
They try to go. They find Huskar, Mikey with quick reactions, gets the BKB off, gets swapped in, and then you have all these auras around you. I don't think Enigma Galaxy, like even though they managed to kill barracks in the mid lane, range barracks are sitting at 12 HP. It's not enough. Anti-Mage is online, Basher as well, so
How did
things are
Mikey
gonna
just
get-
get cliffed?
I assume he blinked.
Oh, he probably Arman counter warded,
Radiant
got
are scanning.
rid of the yeah, he got rid of the sentry, and then Mikey blinked on top, hoping that he could just charge at the Trent. That was a weird one to look, but nonetheless, let's see. The third Roshan, that's the Axe Roshan. That's the big one.
Radiant
That's the
structures
one that
are
everyone wants. Who would
Radiant's
get it
courier
though?
has been
I mean,
killed.
it's anti-mage.
Oh, you give it to AM. It's pretty damn good.
Everyone else has one except for the tiny, and he already got a free shard, so whatever he wants doesn't count. Actually, Venge doesn't even have a shard yet. Speaking of
I think
which,
he has one being
Why?
delivered,
yeah,
because he had one queued up.
Roche is up in
Alright,
30.
man.
They got to get ready in the top lane.
RMN will get scouted. Kachal.
Whee! Taunt dead.
Great teamwork. You vicious
T'Challa, of course,
sons.
takes that kill because it's his gem, so he deserves a recognition for his
Radiant's
efforts.
top tower is under attack.
Actually, Stoic bought that gem. It should be Stoic's kill. Just like when you counter ward at the moment with the gem, it should be Stoic's money.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
I wish I would
Radiant
buy
are
gem
scanning.
immediately. Radiant using the scan.
Miracle
They want this
double.
Roche.
Real Miracle
Big
is nearby.
prizes on it. Ooh, hoo, hoo.
Ping up Mikey, but do they know that the rest is here as well? Oh, Miracle.
Oh, his invis running out.
He gets hit by
He
the
got
dust.
dusted.
Oh, he's so lucky that they don't spot him out, but they are going to go for the rest of the team, and they find the two. Okay, never mind. They're just dead. There's nothing to talk about. That was too fast.
They were focused on Roshan. Definitely didn't expect someone to go from behind. Miracle lucky to keep himself alive, but that's all he can do right now. There it is. Aghanim Scepter eaten by AM, so Blink Fragment is available.
And he's got the Basher because he does not want to have someone else TP right in front of him anymore. I think he's even almost done with Full Abyssal. Yes, indeed. Waiting for the last piece. A Reality top net with by quite some time. I mean, Mikey gets him to this point, and then Reality is supposed to finish it off. And that's the 1-2 punch that's working perfectly for Winterbear.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
Kachal
tower is under attack.
spots out Kuro.
Dire structures are
It's problematic because he's got untouchable, so you don't have that insane attack speed. But with the drums, with the boots of bearing, AC,
Dire's top barracks
everything that he's got, the Vlads, their pushing power is insane.
under attack.
Venge Aura.
Radiant's bottom tower
These buildings,
is
they
under
melt.
attack.
Blink Fragment onto Miracle, who pops Tempest Double. We'll try to use Bubble to keep some buildings alive. Someone's pinging out bottom. It needs to be addressed. It's a 35-minute catapult wave, double catapult.
Yeah, you at
Radiant's
least need to
bottom
cut the
tower
creep wave.
is under attack.
That's the minimum. Ooh, there's a drag back. Ghost gets the RP off, but Mikey gets a taunt. Drag back the Magnus, who doesn't have a skewer just yet. The Luna Blade gets thrown out onto Jeezy. The Tiny is going to stay alive. The Magnus gets the skewer back. Will be chased, or will he? Yes, indeed. Reality finds the target and finds the kill. Mikey will be able to clean up RMN as well. The supports are just free fodder at this stage. Jeezy will be finally dropping, and they just destroy these buildings. My lord, this is like a lone druid bear times 10.
It's gone in a matter of seconds. Like, this bubble is not gonna save it. No buybacks available on 2 heroes on Nigma Galaxy. They need to go in. They need to try to end this game. Vengeful Spirit, she'll gladly die.
Kuro, that's going to be a nice eaten target backline. Kachal is just soloing Miracle at this stage. What? Diving in the fountain, and that's the Visage play coming through. Oh, that's
Buys
just
Ghost
beautiful.
Scepter.
Stoic
Wants
wants
to get
to
out.
die so he can get the swap, gets it off, but they won't go for Samil. They'll call the GG. Nigma Galaxy get butchered. They haven't won a single team fight in the last 15 minutes.
Some Mikey. Like, this was 23 Huskar. Lena has the response to it, but I don't know. I was feeling Mikey throughout the whole game. He was all over the place, making the plays.